tissue, napkins, and paper towels are the perfect choice for your home. Manufactured with virgin fibers, it's the quality that you and your family deserve. New soft weave total hygiene bathroom tissue is produced at high temperatures to remove microorganisms. It's pH controlled to protect your skin and produced with UV light disinfection to eliminate bacteria and viruses, providing maximum protection. Soft weave, distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and sold island-wide. Soft weave. Quality, affordability, manufactured with you in mind.
Manger lokal, boire lokal, plonger en dedans tout bagay Dominique. Appréciez bon sample pour en rien pendant toute saison là. Célébrez Kilti Dominique et puis spectacle local en live. Visitez Delino en magasin là pour bon petit déjeuner et bon déjeuner créole. Visitez Coin Dominique côté Big W et puis IGA Supercenter et achetez ou gagnez manger Dominique. Proposé par HHV Whitchurch and Company pour meilleurs produits en gros et en détail.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. First up in the news this morning, the chairman of the board of directors of DBS Radio, Dr. Damien Dublin, says national broadcaster DBS will continue to play a significant role in national development. Well, his comments come as DBS observes its 53rd anniversary today. Dr. Dublin says DBS has been known for its reliability over the years.
DBS is the lead station despite the competition it faces from other media houses and social media. The station can boast of providing accurate and credible information to the public during Independence, World Creole Music Festival, Carnival celebration, during natural disasters, and can be considered as a powerhouse when it comes to reliable and credible information and educating the public on various subject matters. We really need to highlight the role which DBS played in the development of the Creole language. The Creole program was initiated by Dennis Joseph and continued over the years. The name Felix Henderson must be mentioned for his role in continuing the work done in very creative ways. We see the program Experience Creole, where various new faces have passed through, and at present we see young, dedicated and talented people holding the fort on this program. DBS is a brand, a household name. We should all be proud of our national station and do all what we can to ensure that it survives, maintain its path, and continue the contribution to the development of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
And thus, chairman of the board of directors at DBS Radio, Dr. Damien Dublin. He highlighted the program Connecting the Dots as one of the programs which has connected Dominicans here and abroad. Well, Dr. Dublin's full address to mark the 53rd anniversary of DBS will be aired after the news and sports. An address by manager of DBS, Cecil Joseph, will also be aired at 8:30 this morning. Meantime, former DBS broadcaster Raymond Lawrence says the role played by DBS in national development over the several years is remarkable.
As a former broadcaster with DBS Radio myself, I must say that I feel very proud of the numerous outstanding accomplishments of the nation station through your many years of existence. DBS Radio has been a very great example of informative news coverage and interviews, various educational programs, your very entertaining music, and promotion of Dominica's culture and heritage, including the promotion of our Creole languages, Creole, Kalinago, and Kokoi. DBS boasts very comprehensive sports coverage, outside broadcasts, and coverage of so many important public events. And DBS has been an anchor broadcaster during times of crisis and disaster, such as hurricanes and floods. DBS Radio has had a sterling track record of national broadcasting achievements, covering all aspects of Dominica's development in one form or the other. Your fine broadcasters have become household names in some cases, and some of your programs have become important staples of the broadcast environment in Dominica. There are so many shining examples of excellent work produced by DBS Radio, and the very positive impact of the station is one I think all Dominicans can be very proud of. I wish continued success to our nation station DBS Radio. May your light continue to shine on in a world filled with increasing challenges, and may your light continue to provide guidance and inspiration to your thousands of listeners in Dominica and various other parts of the world. I pray God will continue to bless your work and help you remain the champion that you have been and still continue to be on the national landscape of Dominica. Happy 53rd anniversary, DBS Radio, and may God continue to bless you richly.
And that's former DBS broadcaster Raymond Lawrence. Acting Police Chief Davidson Valerie says the public needs to be acquainted with Dominica's Public Order Act. He told the Ministry of National Security radio program last night that while a march, demonstration, or procession is not prohibited, organizers need police permission for several reasons. He says it is important that the public is not affected by the action taken.
It is instructive that the public appreciates the Public Order Act, which of course is a guide and sort of a directive to us as to how we ought to operate when we want to have a public activity such as a march, a procession, or a demonstration. These are things that we see in our communities and societies in the past, and we will see it again. And so it is instructive that we pay attention to what must be done and how it must be done, so that we can live peaceably in our communities, so that the assistance of the police can be sought, and we can ensure that once the processions or the demonstrations, whatever they are done, are held, that there is order and there is peace, and that people can operate side by side with their activities. The public can go about their normal business without being unnecessarily hindered, and so too those who wish to protest or wish to have their march can have their march, and ensure that their concerns are advanced in a way that maintains order and discipline in our society.
And that's Acting Police Chief Davidson Valerie. A former Chief Executive Officer of Creed, Ambassador Francine Barron, says Dominica will introduce a national green hydrogen policy and strategy. She made the announcement at the Goodwill Parish Hall yesterday while addressing the Inception Forum and Framing Workshop for the pre-feasibility study for the production of green ammonia in Dominica.
The government will be selecting an international consultant in very short order to develop a national green hydrogen policy and strategy. Another consultant will be procured to execute marketing studies and infrastructure design for the provision of renewable energy to ships. Another will be procured to execute studies and designs for food processing and fruit hydration utilizing renewable energy, and the design of cloud and data storage facilities supplied with renewable energy. So you can see that there are a lot of opportunities available utilizing and the development of our geothermal resource. In addition, an exploratory development plan for the geothermal resources in the north, specifically dedicated for industrial use and to be financed by private capital, is being prepared and I am sure will be presented to Cabinet shortly for consideration. Suffice it to say that there are other parallel efforts being undertaken along the green energy commodity value chain with a variety of partners.
And that's the former Chief Executive Officer of CREED, Ambassador Francine Barron. Meantime, Financial Secretary Denise Edwards says government's green agenda is the way forward for Dominica.
Managing the fiscal affairs of the state is a key task of the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience, and Social Security. In this regard, a key challenge for Dominica, as well as other small island developing states, is the phenomena of limited fiscal space, exacerbated by the sequential public crisis of pandemics, natural disasters brought about by climate change, geopolitical conflicts, disruption in supply chain, and price inflation. The question is, how do we navigate through these challenges? A reduction in the reliance of fossil fuel will improve national balance of payments, and we're looking here particularly to reducing our import of fuel. The development of green energy commodities for export will improve Dominica's current account position and deliver the much needed fiscal space, thereby allowing the state to address imperative social needs while simultaneously making essential investments required for sustainable economic growth and development.
And that was Financial Secretary Denise Edwards. Outstanding students in various fields will be recognized at the 2024 National Youth Rally at Windsor Park this morning. Well, Minister for Education Octavia Alfred says among the highlights of the rally is the Minister's Award for Effective School Climate Program, which will be awarded to a primary school.
This year, as we celebrate the achievements of our students, of our young people, we will see awards in more than just excellence in academics. We will see awardees receiving, for example, the best school backyard garden, the best visual performing arts program, the best culture program. We will be awarding schools for their efforts and their excellence in TVET. Also, the care of the environment. There's a special award going out to a student with special education needs who is excelling. We will also be giving an award for early childhood program. And there's a special award this year called the Minister's Award for Effective School Climate. This year, this award will go to a primary school. We have other highlights, for example, the synchronized matching dance drill. We will have TVET students who will be modeling in their outfits that they design and sewed themselves. We will have other performances. Shelley will be there and Michael will be there. And we have our honored guests, the Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, who will take the salute from our youth. And of course, the Minister will make a presentation and we will have the match pass. There are no classes because we expect principals and teachers and students to come out and support their schools and support other schools and support their awardees and to just generally celebrate in the achievement of our young people as we observe our 46th anniversary of independence.
And that was Minister for Education Octavia Alfred. Well, in news from the region this morning, El Salvador's Congress has approved a proposal to send a contingent of soldiers to Haiti under the auspices of the United Nations to handle medical evacuations in the troubled Caribbean nation. Patricia Aguilera, the Legal Affairs Director for El Salvador's Foreign Affairs Ministry, told lawmakers it was part of the country's commitment to the United Nations Multinational Security Support Mission in Haiti. Haiti has been in extended political and economic turmoil. Earlier this year, coordinated gang attacks forced the government to close Haiti's main international airport for nearly 3 months. And in recent days, gang violence has spread in the capital of Port-au-Prince. The attacks have displaced more than 10,000 people in the capital in just 1 week, according to a report released last week by the United Nations International Organization for Migration. And on the international scene, well, weather warnings for rain are in place across Spain's eastern and southwestern coasts. A red rain warning has been issued along the coast of Eluva, with people being told to stay at home. At least 158 people have died after the record-breaking rainfall and subsequent flash flooding. Emergency teams are struggling to restore basic services in Valencia. The president of the Valencian government, Carlos Maison, has announced 250 million euros in aid for those affected. Well, that's the news. Let's recap the headlines. DBS Radio celebrates 53 years today. El Salvador's Congress approves sending a troop contingent to Haiti. People warned not to leave their homes as another region of Spain faces a rain alert following the Valencia floods. And coming up in sports, the West Indies, well, they've beaten England to take a 1-0 lead in their ODI series. That's the news. Stay tuned for sports.
Soft Weave bathroom tissue, napkins, and paper towels are the perfect choice for your home. Manufactured with virgin fibers, it's the quality that you and your family deserve. New Soft Weave Total Hygiene bathroom tissue is produced at high temperatures to remove microorganisms. It's pH controlled to protect your skin and produced with UV light disinfection to eliminate bacteria and viruses, providing maximum protection. Soft Weave, distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and sold island-wide. Soft Weave, quality, affordability, manufactured with you in mind.
Manger lokal, boire lokal, plonger en dedans tout bagay Dominique. Apprécier bon sample pour en rien pendant toute saison là. Célébrer Kilti Dominique et puis spectacle local en live. Visitez Delino en magasin là pour bon petit déjeuner et bon déjeuner créole. Visitez Coin Dominique côté Big W et puis IGA Supercenter et achetez ou gagner manger Dominique. Proposé par HHV Whitchurch & Company pour meilleurs produits en gros et en détail.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Well, welcome to the morning sports report. Let's bowl off with some cricket news. Evan Lewis continued with his good run of form and Gudakesh Moti picked up 4 wickets as the West Indies cruised to victory over England in the first one-day international in Antigua last night. Well, the West Indies won the toss and opted to bowl first, and they dismissed England for just 209 runs in 45.1 overs. Liam Livingstone top scored with 48 and Sam Curran got 37. Gudakesh Moti picked up 4 for 41 and Jaden Seals, Alzari Joseph and Matthew Ford took 2 wickets each for the West Indies. The West Indies, they were 81 without loss after 15 overs when the rains came, and then chasing a revised target of 157 from 35 overs, the West Indies got home quite easily. Evan Lewis and Brandon King shared a 118-run stand for the opening wicket. The West Indies got 157 for 2 in 25.5 overs. Brandon King got 30, Evan Lewis 94. The West Indies won the game by 8 wickets via the Duckworth-Lewis method. The second ODI is set for Saturday in Antigua, with the West Indies leading the series 1-0. In some more cricket news this morning, the Windward Islands batsman Kavem Hodge is hoping that the team can build from Tuesday's win over Guyana as they get set to face the defending champions Trinidad as the regional Super 50 Overs tournament continues this afternoon. Well, the Volcanoes pulled off a come-from-behind 1-wicket win over Guyana in their opening match. Kavem Hodge says that the team has to keep playing positive cricket.
Definitely I would. One of the main discussions we've been having as a team is to start the competition well. You know, many years gone by, we've always been trying to catch up and hoping somebody lose this game, hoping somebody win that game so we could get, you know, the little points that we need to qualify. So the fact that we can start on a winning note against a formidable opponent like Guyana, you know, is a really boosting morale for our team.
You know, that game is gone, coming up against new opponents at the same ground. What are some of the areas do you think that the team needs to work on to have a complete match?
Look, I think it's no secret that the last game we played, we didn't do too well in the depth. We didn't follow the plans that we had. We didn't execute as we needed to. So I think that was just, you know, one of the bad days with the ball. But with that being said, I really thought that we started well. It's just a matter of us closing off the bowling innings and getting the start with the bat. We didn't get the start that we wanted. You know, we lost a couple wickets in clusters at the top. So those are some of the areas in which we could, you know, brush up on. But once, you know, we deal with that, I think that, you know, we're not far from a complete game.
On a personal note, you didn't get off with the bat or maybe got the wickets that you would have liked. How would you say? Still finding your feet, or you're confident in the space that you are at this point?
No, I am confident. You know, for me, it's just a matter of finding the right tempo, you know, not trying to do too much too early in my innings and, you know, just trying to feel my way through. But, you know, once I do that, I have no doubt that I can contribute, you know, very big for the team. So I'm just looking forward to the next challenge and finding a way into, you know, into everything and putting my best foot forward for the team.
And that's the Windward Islands batsman Kavem Hodge. Well, the Windward Islands will play Trinidad and Tobago starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Meantime, the West Indies batsman Alec Athanase is available for selection for today's game. Athanase has replaced Desron Maloney in the squad for today's match. The other game today will feature the Barbados Pride and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. That game gets underway at 9 o'clock this morning. Meantime, the match yesterday between the combined campuses and colleges team and Guyana ended in a no result because of rain. In some more sports this morning, President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Duckgrove, says the recognition from the Association of National Olympic Committees is testament of the good work that the Dominica Olympic Committee has been able to do in recent times. Well, the Dominica Olympic Committee has been recognized as one of the breakthrough Olympic committees following the performances from the 2024 Paris Summer Olympic Games. St. Lucia, Guatemala and Botswana Olympic committees were also recognized at the Association of National Olympic Committees award ceremony held in Portugal this week.
And we are indeed very proud to have received this award. It's more recognition for the work that we have been doing as the Dominica Olympic Committee, and we are happy with the decisions that were made over the years, and those decisions are now bearing fruit, and we saw the performance of Tia doing a tremendous job and bringing so much recognition to Dominica. So I just want to thank the ANOC organization for recognizing all the countries who gained their first Olympic medals at the Paris Olympic Games this year. As I said, it's a reflection of the work that we have done, the decisions that we have taken. Many of those decisions, some of them were heavily criticized, but we were always convinced that those decisions were the correct ones in the interest and in long-term benefit of sports in Dominica. And those results, especially Tia's winning of the gold medal, shows quite clearly that those results are paying dividends.
And that's President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorov. He says he hopes that the recent successes will bring a change in the mindset for sports.
So we'd like to encourage our young persons in Dominica to please take up sports more seriously. We hope the wave of success that we have been having recently will be able to convince our young persons and not only our young persons but the general population in Dominica that we need to have a complete change of mentality and mindset as far as sports is concerned, and that sports can give so much, recognition and promotion to our country. So we like to encourage our young persons that they must know now that they have an organization within Dominica, that is the Dominica Olympic Committee, will continue to work in their interest and interest in sports in Dominica.
President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctorov. Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffour-Gadson says she is focused on creating a more enabling sporting environment for the next generation of athletes. Laffour-Gadson says while there have been some improvements within sports in Dominica over the last few years, more has to be done. The Olympic gold medalist, who is set to receive Dominica's highest award, the Dominica Award of Honor, was speaking on DBS Radio yesterday.
My focus is ensuring that the next generation of athletes coming up behind me have it easier than I had it. And it's not to say that things have definitely improved in the last few years, especially in support and funding, but there are little things that in the long run can make a huge impact. Some of it is, providing facilities for the young athletes to use, providing shoes for the young athletes to have on their feet. Even if it's a grass track, it's better, helpful to have some shoes on your feet, right? And little things like that really do matter. And that is major for me. And, in the long term, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I really would like to see an expansion of Paralympic events so that it's not just the able-bodied that are able to partake in sports. And in the Caribbean as a whole, that kind of sector is very lacking. So to the young people that are ably, or disabled, I say I am so proud of you for finding a way, for pushing through, for persevering. And I encourage you to continue to do so. And what I hope to do is provide you an environment where you can compete safely and grow in the sport too, because sport is not just for the able-bodied.
And that's the Olympic gold medalist Thea Laffour-Gadson. Well, in some more athletics news this morning, the North District captured the 2024 Sports Division Primary Schools Independence Athletics title yesterday. Well, the event was held at the Benjamin's Park and saw schools representing a number of districts. Let's look at the results. The junior girls category was won by the Northeast Zone with 47 points. West Central got 39 and the North Zone 34. Senior girls, well, the Northwest took that with 52 points, the North with 45 and West Central with 43. The junior boys, well, that was won by the North Zone with 50 points. Northeast had 35 and West Central 26. And in the senior boys category, that was won by the Northeast with 50 points. The North had 35 and West Central 29. And overall, looking at the point standings combined, the boys and girls combined, that was won by the North with 164 points. Northeast had 147 and West Central finished in third with 137 points. We can also tell you that Celine Hakim of the Will Strathmore Primary School was named the most outstanding girl with 19 points, while Joshua Hippolyte of the Wesley Primary School was the most outstanding boy with 23 points. In some football news this morning, well, Promex Harlem United could move into third place in the point standings of the DFA Premier League as that competition continues tonight at the DFA Technical Center. Well, Harlem, they are sitting in fourth place on 26 points, and they will come up against third place Tranquility Beach Middleham United as that tournament continues at 6:30 tonight. Middleham United are in third place on 29 points with 2 games left in their season, while Harlem, they're sitting on 26 points with 4 games left in their campaign. Meantime, a top-of-the-table clash awaits football fans this weekend as the league leaders, Central Cooperative Credit Union Jubla FC, they will take on second place the Valvoline Way United on Saturday. We'll bring you a lot more on the build-up to that match in another sportscast. Finally this morning, well, the Dominica Grammar School picked up all 3 points, while the Goodwill Secondary School and Portsmouth Secondary School played to a draw as matches continued yesterday in the Sports Division's Secondary Schools football competition. Well, in Game 1, the Goodwill Secondary School and the Portsmouth Secondary School played to a 1-1 draw. Diamond Dominic scored for the Goodwill Secondary School, while Kessim Bethany got the goal for the Portsmouth Secondary School. In the other match, the Dominic Grammar School edged out the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School 2-1. Chance Marshall scored both goals for the Dominica Grammar School, while Cody James got the goal for the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. And before we leave you, we can just bring you up to date with the latest in the third test match between New Zealand and India. Remember, New Zealand, they've already secured the series, a historic series win for them, but the third test match underway, New Zealand made a 235 batting first, and India currently 85 for 4 in their first innings. Of course, just taking a look at some of the scores so far, we had Daryl Mitchell getting 82 for New Zealand, and Will Young also got 71. And the wicket takers, Washington Sundar, he picked up 4 for 81, and Ravindra Jadeja got 5 for 65 for India. But India, they're in some trouble in their run chase. Shubman Gill is not out on 31, and Yashavi Jaiswal earlier got 30 as India, they're in some trouble there at 85 for 4. They're still trailing by 150 runs in their first innings, as we have about 3 overs left in the day's play. Well, that's the morning sports report. More sporting highlights for you at 11 o'clock, hopefully, but most likely not, as we'll probably be still covering the National Youth Rally, which will be carried live on DBS Radio this morning. So more sporting highlights for you at 1:28 during the 13:15 news. Until then, I'm Gavin Richards saying good morning.
Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets, PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
The time now, it is 26 minutes, moving up to the hour of 8 o'clock. It's time to bring you this morning's weather report as we say good morning to Keisha Dubek.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominican Meteorological Service at Douglas Charles Airport for today, Friday, November 1st, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with some scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Conditions at Douglas Charles Airport were cloudy. Surface winds west-northwesterly at 4 knots or 7 kilometers per hour. Present temperature 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at the Douglas Charles Airport was 3.3 millimeters, and the total rainfall for the month of October was 246.2 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:46 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 6:02 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 2:49 p.m. and the low tide will be at 8:50 a.m. and 9:47 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Les Antilles. The tail end of a frontal boundary shear line and a mid to upper level trough are expected to maintain generally cloudy skies with some scattered showers and possible isolated thunderstorms across the area during the next 24 hours. Localized conditions could enhance the chance for showers and possible thunderstorms during the afternoon. People in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks are advised to exercise caution. Relatively moist and unstable conditions are likely to persist throughout the weekend. Moderate seas with waves up to 7 feet are expected during the next 24 hours. An increase in northerly swells are expected to impact the western, northern, and eastern coastlines from today. All sea users and people living near traversing near the coast are advised to be on alert and to exercise caution. Now for the forecast for today and tonight. Synopsis. Unstable conditions will continue to affect the area. Forecast for today and tonight. Partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with some scattered showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Wind northeasterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. Sea conditions moderate in open water, with waves peaking 1.5 to 2 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to exercise caution. Please remember, we are still in hurricane season. For updated information on weather conditions, log on to our website at weather.gov.dm or call 266-4490 for further information. Like our Facebook page, Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. Follow our WhatsApp channel 618-3469. Reporting from Douglas Charles Airport, I am Keisha Dubik.
And we say thank you so much, Keisha Dubik, for this morning's weather report. Brought to you compliments Big Edge Financial and Flu.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
The time now, it is 20 minutes moving up to 8 o'clock, and at this time, we take an address from the Chairman of the Board of Directors here at DBS Radio in observance of a DBS 53rd anniversary.
Greetings all. Bonjour tout le monde. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Dominica Broadcasting Corporation, I wish to extend greetings to DBS on the attainment of its 53rd anniversary of broadcasting. This is a notable achievement. DBS has a rich history that traces back to its origin with the Windward Broadcasting Service, WIBS, and its evolution into a national broadcasting entity. WIBS, which was based in Grenada, provided shortwave radio service to the Windward Islands to include Dominica, but with little or no local content. On November 1st, 1971, under the astute leadership of Edward Oliver LeBlanc, Radio Dominica was officially launched. This move aimed to create a national voice for Dominicans, free from external control. The station began operations with a focus on local news and culture programming, serving as a platform for Dominica voices. In 1975, Radio Dominica was restructured and became the Dominica Broadcasting Corporation through the Dominica Broadcasting Corporation Act, which established DBS as a statutory corporation, allowing it to operate independently while still being government-owned. We know that DBS had some illustrious managers over the years, and also some well-known and impactful members of staff. The board wishes to commend all the past managers and all the staff who have served over the years, those who are alive and those who have passed. We wish to pay homage to those who have continued the good work. We also want to use this opportunity to thank the listeners who have stayed with DBS over the years, contributed by calling the radio and making suggestions when necessary. We urge you to continue to support your national station. The free functions of radio, DBS, to inform, educate, and entertain is the mantra. DBS is the lead station despite the competition it faces from other media houses and social media. The station can boast of providing accurate and credible information to the public during Independence, World Creole Music Festival, Carnival celebration, during natural disasters, and can be considered as a powerhouse when it comes to reliable and credible information and educating the public on various subject matters. We really need to highlight the role which DBS played in the development of the Creole language. The Creole program was initiated by Dennis Joseph and continued over the years. The name Felix Henderson must be mentioned for his role in continuing the work done in very creative ways. We see the program Experience Creole, where various new faces have passed through, and at present we see young, dedicated and talented people holding the fort on this program. DBS is a brand, a household name. We should all be proud of our national station and do all what we can to ensure that it survives, maintain its path, and continue the contribution to the development of the Commonwealth of Dominica. We see DBS has adjusted over the times. We now have news